Hi coders, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sanjay and in this video we are going to solve problem number 415, which is add strings. Let's see what the description says. Given two non-negative integers num1 and num2 represented as a string, return the sum of num1 and num2 as a string. So we have to return the sum of num1 and num2, and these both are strings. You must solve the problem without using any built-in library for handling large integers such as big integers. So we don't have to use any extra library. We must also not convert the inputs to integers directly. So the input is given. There are two strings, num1 equal to 11 and num2 equal to 123, and the sum is 134. In the second example, num1 equal to 456, num2 equal to 77, and the output is 533. So we have to add the number from the end of the inputs. So first you would check for 1 and 3. The answer is 4. Then since we don't have any carryover, we would simply sum 1 plus 2. So the answer will be 3. Again, this number is less than 10, so we don't have any carry, so we would simply sum 1. So the answer is 134. Okay, now let's check for the second case. 4, 5, 6 and 77. Now what should be the answer? So 6 plus 7 is 13. So the answer would be 3. Then 5 plus 7 is 12, but the carry is 1. So 12 plus 1 is 13. So the remainder would be 3. Now 4, and there is no number in the nums2, but the carry is 1. So 4 plus 1, 5. So this is 533. So we have to write program in the same way. Let's see how we can do that. First we are going to check if any of the number is null or not. If any of them is null, in that case we don't have to perform any operation. So if nums1 equal to null, or nums1 dot length equal to 0, then we would return the second number, num2. And if num2 is null, or num2 dot length equal to 0, then also we would return num1. So if any of them is null or any of them size is 0, in that case we would return the other number. So this is the first condition. Now what is the second condition? So for the second condition, we have to perform the addition from the last digit of the numbers. So let's take two variables. So I equal to num dot length minus 1 and j equal to num2 dot length minus 1. Other than these two, we also have to use a carry variable, which will be checking if the sum of the last two digits is greater than 10 or not. If that is greater than 10, in that case the carry will be 1, else it will be 0. Okay, now we would check if both I and j are greater than 0. If any of them is greater than 0, then we will keep adding the number into our result set. So which data structure should we use for storing the variable? So here we can see that we need to pass it in the form of a string. But if we are using a string for storing the result, so it will be a costly operation because we have to manipulate the string. So we would be using a string builder here. Okay, so whenever we are getting the sum of the two digits, we would be appending that in the string builder. So if the size, if I is greater than 0 or j is greater than 0, then we keep adding the numbers and appending them into our result set. Okay, so we would be using two variables. One is digit 1 equal to 0 and second is digit 2 equal to 0, which would be taking the digits from the two strings. So if I is greater than equal to 0, then digit 1 will be num1 dot caret I minus 0, and if j is greater than 0, then digit 2 will be num2 dot caret I minus 0. Okay, now we have got the two digits. Now we have to sum this two digits. So we can take one sum variable, and there we would sum digit 1 plus digit 2 plus carry. Okay, now we have to append the remainder of sum divided by 10 into our result. So the result dot append will be sum divided by sum modulo 10, which will append the remainder. And then we also need to check for carry. So what will be the carry? Carry will be sum divided by 10. Okay, so this loop will continue till we have any of the element greater than 0. If the carry is 1, so we would simply append the carry in our result set. So if carry greater than 0, then we would append carry in our result. Now we have to return the result, but since result is a string builder, we have to return it to, we have to convert the string builder to string. But before converting that to string, we have to perform one more step, which is we have to reverse the string builder, because the answer which we have got is 4 first, then 3, then 1. So the answer is in reverse order. So we have to reverse the string builder, and then we have to convert string builder to string. So result dot reverse dot to string. Let's check if it's passing all the test cases. Okay, so there is some issue in line number 7. This should be a method. This is also a method.
Ouch!
Time limit exceeded. Let's see what is the problem now. Okay, so this should be I minus minus, and this should be j minus minus. Okay, this is passing the sample test case. Let's check if it's passing all the test cases. Yes, this is passing all the test cases. Now let's check the time complexity. So in the given problem, we can see that we are just using one loop here, and we are iterating all the elements from num1 and num2. So the time complexity will be the maximum number of digits in any of the string. If the count of num1 is n and the count of num2 is m, then the time complexity will be order of m or order of n, whichever is greater. And the same will be for space complexity. So we are using string builder for storing the result, and string builder will contain the maximum element, and the string builder will contain the maximum element between num1 and num2. So this will also be either order of m or order of n. Yeah, that's pretty much it.